All right, we're recording. Welcome. Today is April the 14th of 2014. So do you know that today's 4/14/14, Lee?
Yes,
Did you realize that?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did realize that.
That's fun.
Is there a significance to
It's
this?
just fun. It's all love fours and two 14s.
It's all about the
It's just fun.
fours.
It was just fun. Welcome. My name is Mindy Lawhorn,
And I'm Lee Lawhorn.
and we have the great pleasure of.
And we like the number 4.
We like the number 4 today. So the number of the day is.
4.
Yay!
I feel like I'm on Sesame Street.
You shouldn't have said it because it was funnier if you would have said feel like we're on Sesame Street.
4.
And today, what did it say at the end? This has been dedicated to, or thanks to the help of, the number 4 and the letter M. Okay, so we have the great pleasure of being in this business about almost 6 years, although we did nothing our first year, and this is all we do now. So we have an amazing team that we like to call Team Fit Life. Truly, Team Fit Life is our family. Lee has his branded a little bit more towards kind of his style, which is gritty fit. But I want to let you know we're all one family. We, between us, have 4 business centers. And we have made this just everything that we do. We are 15-star diamond coaches, and we were the 17th 15-star diamond coach out of 160,000. There were only, I think there's like 25 now, 26, something like that. We were 17. And we love it, but it's because we have amazing teams. And we figured out ways that works for most people and how we can encourage and build and grow you, not only as a coach, but as a helper and as a friend and as a business owner, because that is what you are. So before we get going started, Lee, do you want to add anything real quick? Lee?
No, I'm following your lead.
You're the best.
As I usually do.
Only on this webinar, let me tell you. But real quickly, before we kind of get into this, I just want to let you know, we're going to do a little bit more on this next week, but we just got back yesterday from...
Arizona.
Arizona. Why were we in Arizona, Lee?
Because we were giving...
Tell them.
We were giving...
Tell them.
You asked me. They see me. They see me.
It's like interview style.
Yeah, look at that. That looks ridiculous.
Go tell us where, tell them where we were.
We were at an Air Force base. We were at an Air Force base.
We were at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, Arizona, and we went there to do kind of we did 4 fitness classes. We spoke, and one of my kind of forever friends is there right now. Her husband's the colonel there, and we just had an amazing time, but just expanded like a whole new horizon on what you can do with this business. It was weird. They were so appreciative of us kicking their butts. Mm-hmm. Like, they loved it. Yeah. Like, Lee taught 2 P90X classes. I taught a turbo and a PIO. And they were, like, loving us whipping them. And they were so thankful. And we got the royal treatment. We got to stay for an air show. Mm-hmm. We got to do a simulator of a F-18.
A-10.
An A-10, sorry. A-10 simulator.
A-10 Warthog.
Warthog. And
tank killer.
So cool. We all flew. I was actually the best flyer in the simulator.
I'm the only one that was able to take off.
No. I took off, and I flew.
Took off, all right.
I just couldn't land the machine because I did some evasive action, and it was not good. So
into the ground.
Anyway, it was awesome, and we really want to talk to you more about that, because that is just that's a whole new avenue for us. And anyone that's anyone that's active duty military, I said duty.
You said duty.
And or their spouse can be a coach for free. And if you didn't hear the call this morning with Lauren Duke, who we just love her, mm-hmm. She's a military wife.
She's at Eglin, isn't she?
I think so, but I mean, she's been in like a year and a half or something like that, and she's already top 10. Mm-hmm. Military. Wow. So here's just a little bit more about our team. We start every webinar with a welcome. So Lee, who do we have to welcome today?
We have Tasha Baddeley.
Hi, Tasha.
And Brenda Baddeley.
Hi, Brenda.
I'm assuming they're related.
I think so. That's probably good.
Do you know what the relation is?
Let's take some bets. I bet they're sisters.
Okay.
If I had 2 girls, I would probably name them Tasha and Brenda.
Okay.
Okay.
Stephanie Williams.
Stephanie.
Erica LeBlanc. Anna Esturio.
Good job, honey.
I don't know if that's...
I don't know, but that's better than I would have.
Daniel Barker.
Yay!
Welcome, guys.
Yay, welcome. Now we have recognition. Now we got something big on this one. So let's start off with our emeralds, if you don't mind. Lee, who we have
emeralds? Advancing to emerald, we have Kathy Payton.
Way to go, Kathy.
Nikki Goins.
Nikki, our neighbor.
Elisa Powell.
Pow! Man, that's a cool last
Pam
name.
Navarro, that is. I could go places with that. Doris Crenshaw and Pam Navarro again.
Fantastic. So real quickly, if you do, yay Pam, if you do ever add a new coach, or if anyone rank advances, I need you to at Dominique Calendar. So her name is the bottom there. If you just start typing in Dominique, her name comes up. She is my niece, our niece, but she's also our assistant. And she started out doing this just because she wanted a little extra money at home. And now she's a coach and doing great. And she's Emerald herself.
Now she runs our lives.
Yeah, now she kind of runs our lives. Dominique, can I eat this food? Dominique, can I put on this sock? She says yes or no. But anyway, she helps us grow as a team. And without her, we could not have grown to the exponential where we are now. So please tag her. And she's also great for asking questions, just in case you're wondering about maybe more specifics on when things are going to start, such as our groups, our Push Success Club, the new coach training, etc., etc. But this next slide, oh boy, we have some major celebrating to do. Are you ready for this, Lee?
You press. There you go.
What the?
What?
Oh,
What?
it messed up.
Oh.
It was perfect
Oh,
early though.
dear.
But we have a new 4-star diamond coach, and her name is
Linda Jenner.
Linda Jenner. Yay!
And of course, Linda Jenner cannot do this without the help of Mr. Fred Jenner.
And so it was Fred's birthday this weekend, by the way. Happy
Yes,
late
sir.
birthday, Fred. And so Linda,
I said happy birthday to Fred when it was his birthday.
well, so did I, and I made a photo and sent it to him of a bunch of
I don't
Corvettes.
believe you.
I'll show it to you.
I didn't see it.
It wasn't your birthday.
You sent him Corvettes and you didn't send me Corvettes?
It was his birthday. So, Linda, I apologize. I promise this was fine earlier, but sometimes if you mess with it too much, it kind of goes. Nah. So guess what? We'll just blow you up again next week. Way to go, Linda. That's huge, you guys.
That's awesome.
5-star is in her sights, and 5-star is a big, step in the overall, business. So we want to just say, way to go. And I just have to throw this out there, only because I want you guys to duplicate and duplicate and duplicate as much as possible. But we have 4 business centers together. Lee's 1-star. I'm 15 on my other one. I'm diamond on my newest one. But in my middle one, we just turned 3-star last week. Yay, Lee! And we're qualifying for it this moment. So I'm in a race with Linda Jenner. Linda Jenner, I'm going to get 5-star too. So you and me are in a race, baby doll. So real quickly, we're not going to go over all these, but we like to talk about what?
Yes. Success Club.
We love to talk about Success Club and Success Club point earners. So if you would, just look on here. Here are the people that we can see. And by the way,
Another neighbor.
God, what Jamie's like, what the heck?
I'm looking out my window.
Jamie, what are you doing over there?
What are you doing?
Jamie, what is she doing?
Throw some this way.
Throw some this way. No, but seriously, Success Club, we believe in shouting out to people who have Success Club points, even if you have 2, because that is how we've built our business. Success Club itself, I mean, it's not like you get like a membership card. We're in Success. We're in the Are you a Success Club? Show me the secret handshake. It's nothing like that. Oh boy, it's nothing like that. But it is a gauge to tell you whether you're building your business or not. You want Success Club points every month, and I want to lovingly say this: you don't want to just sell a bunch of stuff. You want to get people signed up and get them in the fold of this business and how it can change not only their lives but other people's lives. So if you are a high retail salesperson, that's okay. But I want to lovingly tell you the secret of this business is to get many people to do things consistently day after day after day after day, or month after month after month. And if you're just selling them shots and then you buy this, give me points, you're out, there's no long-term residual effect.
Yeah, do not sell them and then release them into the wild.
Yeah,
They will not survive.
you want to keep them. Oh, I'm sorry, my hair's not doing very well tonight, honey.
You want me to do the wind?
Yes. Oh, you're the best.
There you
You want to get them into the fold of the culture of what we do and what our business is. So funny. I had a conversation with Jimmy Hayes Nelson. I don't know if you know him, but he's fantastic and we like him, and hysterical actor dude. So like can talk to anyone. I mean, anyone from anywhere. And he said, hey, we're having a thing in November in New Orleans, and we want you guys to come be the guest speakers. And we were like, hey, that sounds fun. Of course, Lee's on it like, why don't rise? But he said, we really want to learn from you guys and hear from you because, your team is a very high-touch team. And I was like, what does that mean, high touch? And he said, well, y'all are very much about caring about each other and, supporting each other. And it's not just get in and do it and get out. I'm like, you're not like that? And they were like, not really. And I'm like, wow. And by the way, you can run your team however you want. Don't get me wrong when I'm saying this. It's just, I don't know any other way to be. Do you?
No, this is more fun.
This is more fun. And honestly, I'm so happy we're 15 star. I'm happy we hit some of the big stuff, and that's cool and fun. And we will always be working towards something.
Mm-hmm.
But my goal is not to whip you and make you do what I want you to do. I want you to reach your goals. And that comes full circle to Success Club. Success Club helps you reach your goals, whether it's financial, whether you really need to hit a certain rank, which, many times they will move together eventually at some point. But Success Club is key. Now, if you're new and you're like, okay, I've heard a lot about Success Club. What the heck is it? This is it, basically. When you either sell a challenge pack or sign someone up as a coach via a challenge pack, you get 2 points. You're in Success Club every month once you get 5 points a month. You've got 30 days to get 5 points. That's really 3 sales. That's 2, challenge packs and a Shakeology Home Direct pack. If you're on Shakeology Home Direct and you're a member of the club, which means, you're paying that fee and you're Emerald or higher, you eventually will get like a point or 2, I would think at least each month. I know we do, from the Shakeology Success Club lead program. But my goal is to sign up as many coaches as I can per week, per month with a challenge pack. Why? Because it gets them to be a coach for free. They save a ton of money when they buy it that way. And I'm going to do whatever I can that first month or 2 to get them into the fold of what this is, and so they can see the bigger picture of accountability. They can see the bigger picture of, oh my gosh, there is more to life than just 9 to 5. Oh my gosh, there is more to life than just what the world tells us it is. No, we can set our own schedules. We can do, seriously, getting to take our kids out of school and going to Arizona to play around with planes and teach people fitness classes.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, and we got to meet the Thunderbirds.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone knows anything about the Thunderbirds, they're so cool.
Mm-hmm.
We got pictures with them. We had our own little kind of private thing with them. It was nuts. It was so cool. All right, so don't read the screen. It completely gets you off. So this month, every month for Success or for Challenge Packs, we always have some special running. So here's T25. That's Shakeology plus T25, and that's 180. I believe that's normally 205. And then Brazil butt lift. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now. This is one of the hardest workouts Beachbody has. You lay on the ground and you do what Leandro tells you to do for a whole hour. And
it works.
And you finish that puppy, you'll be dying. You'll be dying. The stuff that whether you're into sort of Zumba stuff or not, you don't have to do those videos. Do the ones, if you're not into it, where you're doing just the leg lifts and the booty sculpting. Oh my gosh, it's killer. But for $140, do you realize that someone can be a coach for free for $140 and they get a workout and a whole month's worth of Shakeology? Shakeology alone is about $140. Mm-hmm. Hello? But here's the deal. If people say, I don't want to buy a program, I just want to get Shakeology and be a discount member, and you're like, you're going to pay more if you buy Shakeology or if you become a coach and then buy Shakeology. It's like this. It's like the same price. It's just a smidgen difference. Why wouldn't you go ahead and get a free workout? And if you don't want that workout, who cares? Give it as a gift. Sell it. Put it in your kid's school auction. Do something. But why not get 2 things for the same price when you would just get 1? It's weird. So you have to educate people on that, because they're kind of like, no, I don't want to buy that. I'm like, well, okay, I understand you not wanting to buy that, but here's the truth of the matter. X amount for Shakeology, X amount to be a coach, and then here's what it costs to get a challenge pack. Oh, and you get 3 things, or in the other one you really just get 1. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. So you just have to, educate people. And y'all can't talk no more. You're having too much fun.
Wow.
I know it, because it's my turn.
She's very mean.
And here we go. So please get a pen and paper out. I've got some information that I must share with you. So we're going to have, first of all, Savannah Baker back on a webinar where you can see her cute face and see the inflection. You're hearing the inflection in her voice, but see just what an amazing person she is.
With her husband.
Oh, with her husband. Yes, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Oh, fantastic. So real quickly, last week there was a storm here, and I don't know if that's what it was. Technical difficulties, but nobody could get on Instant Presenter. So we quickly were like, what do we do? Lee, what do we do? What do we do? Whoa. And I'm like, we'll use the old conference call line. We went back to 1940 and did a conference call line. And it ended up being great. So that is recorded. But when she has the opportunity to speak, we're going to have slides, and she's going to come back on and basically tell you how she told Amber Blanche no so many times. how she did not want to be a coach, even though she was a military person. She was already being a coach. She just wasn't getting paid for it. Someone else was. And she just basically tells you her story of, not wanting to and then getting in it and realizing what a difference this not only makes in her life physically,
Mhm.
but in their marriage. I mean,
And we just want to see both their faces.
we do want to see both their faces, and especially now that their faith is so strong, we just want to bond with you guys there, because that is the whole reason we're doing this. That's the big, big, big picture.
Commercial break for me.
Commercial break.
I have boy duties.
All right.
I will return.
I love you, the best father
Love you.
ever. Sorry, gross, I know. Lee is fantastic, and way back in the day, before he was really involved, one of the things he did help me out with, and if you're a mom, you're going to understand this, or if you're a mom someday, you'll understand this. This is not his bag, of course. Like, I want to grab a mic right now and start singing and tell you funny jokes and like tell you stories of things that happened this weekend that hopefully you pee your pants in. There's some funny stuff, but he was like, okay, Mindy, I support you and I love you, but I don't want any part of this. He would never have talked on a webinar. He would never have done a call. He would never probably even worn a t-shirt. He didn't even like Shakeology in the beginning and wouldn't drink it. I'm not kidding. So I honestly prayed about it. I'm like, please, Lord, you got to help me. I can't do this alone. And one of the first things he did is what he's doing tonight. He just said, okay, because I was on calls a lot back then. I mean, it's different now, but I was probably on a call Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, probably 4 nights a week. And he would help me with the boys. And all that sounds really silly, but on the nights, like Monday night, for instance, I would help him get dinner and all the other stuff, and then he would actually be the one to go put them to bed. So as much as you may think, well, that's any daddy's duty. Well, not when the mom's doing this. He supported me by doing that so that I could have this time. And so I just want to lovingly tell you, if you have a partner and it's not quite where you want it to be yet, take heart. It takes time. And I say pray about it, but also just slowly start mentioning things here and there in a loving way, not in a mean, hateful way. But because he's so much better than me in so many ways. And I promise you, he has a whole different target market than I do. But when we talk together, it's like we cover almost all the bases. So quickly, these are the most important things I must discuss with you tonight. Number one, like, I do read what goes on the Mindy's Family of Facebook page, and I love that page. Oh my gosh, it helps us all so much. But one of the things I've seen a lot lately, and by the way, it happens all the time, but it just sort of like kind of ebbs and it flows. Like, I won't see them for a while, and then I'll see them. I won't see them for a while, I'll see them. But I've seen kind of a lot of negativity, and I don't mean the kind of negativity that I'll go in there and delete, and I'll just be quite honest. If anyone posts a super, super negative post or selling anything in there or anything like that, I just delete it. I mean, it's not a place for that. It's my team page. And so if I think it's negative enough where it's going to hurt people or start like the cancer of negativity, I exit out, baby. But and you, by the way, have the ability to do that too when you have your own team and your page. But this to me is a different version of negativity, and I'm not saying it's really that bad, because that place, the Mindy's Family Facebook page, is for successes, it's for failures, it's for help, it's for I need to know what y'all are doing because nothing's working. It's for that. So what I want to talk about tonight is some of the stuff that I've seen. And by the way, I feel the same way. This happens to me really about every month or two. Like, it's this every other kind of month thing. One month will be so awesome, and I'm like, oh, this is the best, the best. Next month, it's like dry as a bone. And everyone I ask, they either don't return my messages, or they'll say no, or they'll go, okay, next month, and next month, goes to forever. So I want to tell you, first of all, that is part of the business. So right now, if you're in a dry spell, or you're like, this isn't working, welcome to coaching. It does work if you work it. It's just not going to come when you want it to, and it's not going to come consistently. It's going to have lots of ups and downs. And I want you to, number one, understand that there's a commitment factor. You have to commit to this business for 1 year. Now, don't get me wrong, I can't lock you to the chair and make you do it. But I tell everyone, if you're going to do this business, it's fine if you just want to be a discount customer, whatever, a coach. But if you're going to do this business, I want you, and I want to hear you say, I will commit to this for 1 year, no matter what. And what that means is, no matter if right now sucks, and it's so sucky right now, and you can't get anyone to do anything, and which, by the way, I say that stuff all the time, just not to you, to other people, that you have to understand that's part of the business, but I will not quit. And you have to make that total decision, I'm not going to quit. Or, you know what, if I started last December. Well, I'm definitely not going to quit until at least the new year. Christmas is over. I'm going to keep going because I've had discussions with this with many of my diamonds, and they're like, I really am ready to grow again. I'm ready for my money to grow. I'm ready for my team to grow again. Grow again. And then only because I've done this too to my coach, and I'm just like, I want more. And she goes, do me a favor, and I'll tell them this too. What is this? April of 2014. Will you go back and look at April of 2013 and tell me what you were making then and what you're making now? And typically I get something back that's a lot like, oh, I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. I just want it faster than it's coming. And you got to remember that no job you'll ever work will increase your money this much, this quickly, and this often. And even if you're new, just a little bit, y'all, no other job, number one, first of all, you can't get fired from this one. Hi. But it is such a joy. And seriously, we did our taxes. We finalized them all, of course, and we got some more stuff in today. And I'm flipping out, just flipping out at the growth. It's ridiculous. And if you continue, it will not only duplicate, it will double and triple and quadruple, and it will grow faster. So it doesn't keep the same rate of speed. It will grow faster and faster and faster if your people are duplicating. So number one, commitment. Commit to this sucker for a year and do not look back. No matter what, you're going to do all those things you need to do every day. No matter what. Talk to people every day. No matter if they don't even talk back. Make videos. Post pictures. And do not post only fitness stuff. Do not post only Beachbody stuff. Everyone is multifaceted. Post who you are and what you are. Make it interesting, yes. Make it encouraging, yes. But post something about your son's soccer game or a cake you made for the love of Pete. Post about your new shoes, then post about your workout. Post about your awesome new phone or this awesome app you just found. Give value. You know, make it fun to follow you. And if you do it right, like in the sense of how your personality honestly is, there'll be a pattern. And if you look back on your Instagram, if you cannot find a pattern, I want you to commit to about 5 things. Commit to about 5 things that make you, you, that are in your kind of realm of world. So like my 5 things are faith, for sure, fitness, my family, fashion, and then really anything funny. I mean, anything funny that I can communicate is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So think about those 5 things that make you, you. And then kind of keep them in that pattern. All right, now, number 2, activation energy. I have to share this with you. You're just, oh my God, it's gonna break out. All right, so in your back office, there is a success tab. Success tab is for Success Magazine. I get Success Magazine, and I'm gonna be quite honest. My main reason for getting Success Magazine is for that CD that comes within the magazine. I do read the magazine, but I don't like read cover to cover. I'll read articles. I'm waiting on my kids, you know, to get out of school or other, you know, small places like that. But when I walk or when I run or do mindless cardio, which is probably about 3 times a week, I go to the Success tab. All right, and just real quickly, I know that that's difficult to see, but in your back office is a Success tab. And there is also a Listen tab. Listen to audio. Under that tab is thousands and thousands of dollars worth of free training for you. Well, we pay $1 a month. Almost free training for you. And I was listening this week to a girl by the name of Mel Robbins. She's like called the life coach or whatever. That wasn't by any means what she wanted to do. But she talked very, very much about a thing called activation energy, and I have to share this with you real quickly. Over a third, probably more, of the people in the United States are dissatisfied. They're dissatisfied with their life. They're dissatisfied with, you know, their whole getting up in the morning, everything about it. I mean, that's over 1 million people just hate what they do, and they hate their life, which is really sad, but that's kind of where we come in. Not only do we have hope in this business, we have the hope of freedom. And I don't mean freedom as in I'll do whatever I want, but freedom in the sense of I can actually start to make some of my own decisions instead of just reacting to what's already happening. But there's got to be something inside you that wants to make a difference so badly that you're willing to overcome your fear and you're willing to overstep some things that make you very comfortable and get into the realm of uncomfortableness. So this is what she said. She said there's a thing called activation energy, and neuroscientists basically describe it as something like your alarm goes off in the morning. What do you typically do? Let's be honest. Most people hit the snooze. Snooze for 5 more minutes, 4 more minutes, 7 more minutes, whatever your snooze, is set as. And activation energy, in its easiest to describe form, is that energy in which you make yourself get out of bed when the alarm rings. It's that energy of going against the grain, almost like tricking your brain, because your brain tells you you're tired, 5 more minutes. Your brain tells you just a little bit more, oh, it's too cold to get out, the bed's so comfortable, whatever. The activation energy is basically tricking the brain and making yourself do something that you don't want to do, because your brain tells you all the other stuff. Oh, it's comfortable here. That'll taste good. That'll taste bad. I don't care if it's good enough for you. Do what tastes good, and it's just, that's the way we're made. But we can fight it, and we can step over it, and that's what successful people do, because successful people love to do what unsuccessful people hate to do, and it's a fact. Successful people love to get up early. Why? It's not because they like to get up early. They know if they get up early, they're going to get their day taken care of sooner, faster, and in the way they want. Successful people love to work out. Why? Not because they really love to work out, but they know what working out is going to get them. Successful people love to save money. They love to plan. And you think they really want to save money? No, they want to spend it. But what do they know? That if they save it now, they'll have more later, or they'll be able to use it for different, things later. So activation energy is the same energy that's needed to talk to people that you don't want to talk to. It's the same energy that's needed to write that email that you don't want to write, but you got to at least tell someone about whatever it is you're doing. Let's put it in the realm of this business, about this business. Activation energy is that energy that makes you text that person or message that person on Facebook or even talk to that person in Walmart or Target that you are scared to death to talk to because it's so uncomfortable and it's weird, and then you're going to have to actually think about someone else besides yourself. Activation energy is something that we can not only learn to use, but it can start to be our primary source of energy and how we're doing it. I am here to tell you that Chalene Johnson and Brett Johnson have mastered their activation energy. I mean, I know that every morning she gets up, she's like, I don't want to get up. And I know I have to. And the reason she has to is because she wants to. But she says, by the time I get up, put my clothes on and start working out, which is, she says, it's like within like 15 minutes, she's already in the zone. She's like, I'm so happy I woke up. I'm so glad I got up early. I'm so glad I did what I didn't want to do because now it's getting me what I truly want to do. So Mel Robbins, in the back of your back office in the Success tab, I want to give you a to-do this week, and I want you to listen to that call with Darren Hardy. I want you to post about it in the family page or on the personal page, and I'd love it if you even posted a quote that you liked about her on your Facebook page. Y'all, people read that stuff, and whether they like or comment at all, you have so many people watching you, and you want to gain more watchers, and you have to, really to become more, to get more, we have to become more. It's just a fact. It is just a fact. So activation energy, I really want you to think about that because it is something that's going to push you into that next little realm. And one more thing she talks about, which I have to tell you about, it's called the 5-second rule. And this isn't when you drop something on the floor and decide whether you can eat it or not, In our house, it's like 15-second rule. Amber Blanche is probably screaming right now. Maybe it's a 20-second rule. It's if the dog didn't lick it, then you can have it. But if the dog licks it, that's okay. You can still eat it. 5-second rule is this. We each have ideas and thoughts. And if you don't, grab a pen or paper or put it in your phone within the first 5 seconds, like 95% of them are gone. 95% of those ideas, thoughts, those reminders, you're like, oh, I got to write the note and send that thank you note to that person that helped me. I need to send flowers to this person. Oh, yeah, don't forget to put this in the car so you don't forget it in the morning. That is one of the things that I have used over the last probably 3 years. And definitely since we moved in this house, I have this little kind of dorky dry erase board that sits like on a photo, like whatever, easel thing. And I just rip it off and I write something there immediately, I put it back up. And if I don't have that near me, I write it in my book. Last is my phone because I like to write it. But the 5-second rule will help you, like literally, like my mom. I tell my mom I'm going to give this. My mom's 74, can never remember what she's telling me. Oh, I had something to tell you, but I forgot. Well, Mom, why even tell me you forgot? Just when you remember again, then tell me. Doesn't work like that. But like, I want to invent like a necklace that has like a little pad and a pin that just all stays together. Every time I think something, you're like, oh yeah, put it down. Go back to washing the dishes, whatever you're doing. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, there's something about that that helps not only your creative energy, but it helps you get done the things that you want to get done. And one of the worst things that I hear, I'm sorry, it bothers the fire to me, is when people say, oh yeah, I meant to do that, but I didn't. Well, if you meant to, that means you at least thought about it. Why can't you write it down if you think about it then? And then why can't you make yourself do it? We have to be our best personal manager, not our worst enemy. Use that activation energy to overcome and do what you don't want to do, which is really going to get you where you want, if you know what I'm saying. All right, moving on. Respect and follow through. This one will be fast. We are doing the Elite Diamond training right now, and I'm just using this as an example. If you are following any other diamond coach that's more successful than you in the business, okay, in any fashion, listen to what they say. Respond if you get a chance to respond. Say, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. Thank you for sharing. You don't have to do it, but at least think about it. We're doing this Diamond Elite training, and it's a bunch of newer people. And of course, as I tell you the story, I'm not talking about my coaches, because our coaches are awesome, and they're caring and respectful, and they would never do this. But I'm amazed this go around at these are diamonds and up who want more badly. So they're in this Diamond Elite training, and I'm reading their responses, and I'm amazed at, like, they're so disrespectful, and they're just super, super whiny. Like, why would you be listening to a millionaire who's 15-star plus in this business? They know what they're doing, and they're telling you, hey, you might want to think about doing this. And you're not you, but your response is, oh, I would never do that. Oh, I can't. That's just whatever. This person's giving you help for free, giving you recommendations, and you're telling them why you can't do it. Guess what? You're never going to hit those goals. And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everyone else. But I say that just so you can think, okay, if there's anyone on the family page that says something, and by the way, seriously, almost all of our coaches that I know are flipping respectful and awesome and amazing. But you've got to think about something. In the beginning, sometimes when we hear something and it kind of rubs us the wrong way, maybe it's because we wish we would have thought of it, or we don't want to have to go through all that work to get that, but we really want it. Whatever the reasoning is, take a deep breath and sit back and think, if this person is more successful than me in any way, and I mean, like, if they're even getting more Success Club points than you and they mention something, sit back and think about it. If you're perfect and you know everything and you're the top coach in this company, then maybe you don't have to listen to anyone else. But why would you ever be disrespectful? And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about other people. But I just say that as time goes, if someone posts something on the family page, say, okay, let me think about that. Good idea. And just think about it. Write stuff down. I love to steal from other people, but I don't ever completely steal it. I'm just like, I like this part. That part, probably not so much, but this part works for me. All right, last two things. Here's the secret of the business. So if you haven't written anything down so far, I'm highly upset, because smart people write things down and smart people ask questions. But you have to write this down. This is the secret of the business. The secret of this business is getting many people to do a few small, simple tasks consistently. The secret of this business is getting many people to do a few small, simple tasks consistently. Let me explain, and I'll be quick. Yes, you want to find Linda Jenners in your group. Yes, you want to find Amber Blanches, Chloe Gibbs, Joy Paulson, Laura Nelson's. I could continue to talk about all my amazing rock stars. You want Bianca Palmer's, Amanda Campbell's, oh my gosh, Jamie Burke's. I could just go on forever and ever. Yes, you want those people that stand out and that are working their own business and owning it. And by the way, those people ask me questions, very few. Very limited, because they have all the tools they need and they go and get it. But all of the other coaches, we only have like 19 or 20 diamonds. We have lifetime, probably 20, I guess. Anyway, my point in bringing that up, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other coaches. So if it was, if it's just based on those 19, what? But that's not the way the business goes. The secret, yes, you want rock stars, don't get me wrong. But the secret of this business is to get many, many people doing small, simple things. So let's get a bunch of people on Shakeology Home Direct. Let's get a bunch of people doing a program every quarter, a new program every quarter. Let's get a bunch of people being consistent, because that consistency equals volume. That volume adds up, and it grows up, and it trickles up, and it flows up, and it flows up through all of your people and through you. That is the secret of this business. So if you say, I just signed up a coach, but they're just a discount coach, I don't care. They are a coach that's going to give you volume, and that coach more than likely is going to see the bigger picture of this business if you stay in contact with them, and if they can reach out to you, lean on you, and you're getting them into the Coach Basics group or any way that they can see a little bit more of the business. They don't have to even want to work it. I recommend that everyone does the Coach Basics, even if they don't want to work it. I just want them to be able to find stuff in their back office. I want them to be able to change their Shakeology shipment date or their flavor if they want without texting me. Here's all the forms. You just fill it out. Send it home, brothers, sisters. It's that simple. And then lastly, the most important thing is you have to tell yourself, never, never, never give up. You cannot give up on yourself. You cannot give up on your family. You cannot give up on those whispers that you heard as a child or as a high schooler or even as an adult that's telling you you're made for more. You cannot give up on what God has made in you, because He doesn't make junk. He's made something very special. And this business, Leonardo Living Proof, is an avenue to a whole bigger world. And I don't mean one with money and one where you're a size whatever you want to be. That's not what I mean. I mean one where you're honestly doing what you're created for. And it may not have a whole lot to do with fitness. This is just an avenue. Please never give up. And I don't care how bad it gets. Most people quit right before things start to change. And I'm like, why would you quit anyway? It's fitness. I don't want to ever be fat again, so I will never quit. I need this accountability. I need you. And I hope that you understand, I mean, that this team grows because we need each other. And reaching out to people has more benefits than money. If you haven't figured that out yet, I pray that you do soon. All right, so I'm going to open it up to questions. Lee's going to come back in. Lee, are you done with boy duty? Boys are good. All right, so how about a few questions real fast before we break it down? Lee's going to pop in here. I would love it if you asked him questions. Is Jeff question? Seth, don't play around with Jeff Blanche. You don't. That's bad.
You don't want to throw gas on that fire.
So please type in your questions, and even if it's a question for someone on the call, we'd love to help you out. I gotta get out of here for a second. My Brazil butt lift booty is not letting me out.
Okay. These are the worst questions ever. Let me fix this. There we go. Oh no. This is going to be bad. I'm sure that's Jeff. Ah, thank you. Best advice for starting out. Well, we've got all that covered. Honey? We have an excellent question about starting out. So, first starting out. So I know we need to point them in the direction of some of our documentation.
Who's asking? Hi, who's asking?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. Who's your coach? Hi, Christina. Who's your coach?
Christina is Bianca's coach.
Oh, hi. Oh, you have Bianca and Seth. You lucky dogs. They're awesome.
Where would you two be without me?
That's not Amber Blanche
I
talking.
know
That's Jeff.
that's not Amber.
Okay, so Christina. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm looking up. Lee, keep tabs on questions.
Okay.
So Christina, first of all, I need with Bianca and Seth. They're fantastic, and Bianca will help guide you to all this. But getting started, you just want to learn as much as you can about the basics. And what I mean is basically what is Shakeology? Basically, what do you do as a coach? Basically, what are the, what's the big picture of it all? And getting in the Coach Basics group is one of the best ways to do that. But staying really tight with your coach just for like these first couple months. So like when I get a new coach, we're typically, this sounds kind of weird, but we're typically hot and heavy for the first 1 to 3 months, depending on what they want to do. You want to start by just kind of simply and gently talking to people about you doing this. Just saying, oh yeah, say, hey, I just need some more accountability in my fitness and I'm going to start doing Insanity or whatever. And then they're like, oh, really, you are? What are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just doing it at home. I'm actually a discount member just because I want to try this thing, Shakeology, for a few months. And I mean, you just are slowly throwing it out there. You're not slamming it on your Facebook all the time, your Instagram, because that's icky. And you are much more than just a program or a product. So I would start with that, and I would start with learning as much as you can through the Coach Basics group, and then seriously staying tight with Bianca, because I'm sure she has, some stuff to take you through. But I mean, I have what I do with my coaches at first. They get this is the basics of the business, which by the way is on our website, MindyLawhorn.com, that you have access to. Click on the Fit Life section and then type in Fit Life 1, all lowercase, is your password. And I have tons of documents there, but there's also documents in the family page. So I would start with the basics, like search the word basics. And I would go in your back office also and start in the coach training and start with that. I know that was a lot of information. It's really hard to start, but I would check in with Bianca too on that. But I just started learning. And honestly, I didn't really research that much of it. I started reading the documents and I started watching all the videos. Like seriously, I watched every Shakeology video in the world, and that's how I told people about Shakeology. Simple. All right. What's our other question?
All right. Be pretty proud of us. Yes, they are. Oh, man.
Oh, it is so fast. It's so fast. I cannot read it all. Okay, so Christina, you're talking about going to San Antonio. We would love to. That'd be a great family trip.
3 bases. What 3 bases?
What do I have to do to get y'all into the 3 bases? Christina, do you have a chief there that's ahead of all of the enlisted?
I'm sure she's talking about different branches.
Christina, what branch are you? Oh, Houston, Lackland, and Randolph. What branch are you again, Christina?
Air Force.
Air Force. Okay. So, we just went to an Air Force base, of course, so that we totally know how that kind of rolls down. But is there a chief that's ahead of all of the airmen and airwomen? Is it air? Did they say airwomen?
Sure.
Okay. That's who we went through, is the chief, and she just basically set it up. I mean, it was so much fun. So that's an idea. We can talk about that a little more because we'd love to come, but then we want to go play in San Antonio afterwards.
I'm looking for another great self-development book. I'm having a hard time choosing. That's Penny.
What does Penny say?
Okay, you did not listen to me.
I can't. I'm trying to read.
I am looking for another great self-development book. Which one would you recommend?
Which one don't I recommend, Penny? Seriously. I need to know which ones you haven't read, or which ones you have read. Excuse me. In the back, in the files section of the family page, we have a complete huge list of recommended reading. I love Jab, 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 Right Hook. I finished that one on audio with Gary Vaynerchuk. I love him. The book Start. That's one of the best books. So Christina, the one that asked about what do I start? What do I do? Yes, you need to learn about your products, learn about the business. But as a personal development book, the best one, one of the best ones you can start with is called Start. It's by John Acuff, and he's so funny. But it talks about you have to get moving and get going. And you'll learn so much in this business. I mean, I posted this post tonight with some of us that were on the cruise. Basically, the top 3 things that I hear coaches say is the best benefit, to being a coach. And it's not because I'm skinny and I make a lot of money. It's accountability, hope. We give hope, and the personal development that occurs from reaching your goal and then failing and then having people tell you no 100 times and having those few tell you yes. So much comes from that. I saw a question mark.
You're asking too fast. Can't.
You're asking so fast. Lee doesn't go very fast.
Every time I get up there.
And you know what's funny is everyone like gives their 2 cents worth, and then he goes. Brr, brr.
Okay, let me try this time. All right, Russell says, do you guys send a care package to all of your customers as well when they buy a program?
Customers, no. Coaches, yes.
Yes.
So Russell, you got our care package.
Yes, and he said that.
Oh, he did. Okay, all right. So you know what's in that one.
Agent care package. I am having a hard time getting my Shakeology Home Direct customers to commit to discount members.
Why, Zena? Can't you just show them the black and white of why there would be saving? What is weird with that is I never have trouble with that because like Rindy's on this call. She could totally like chime in. I just gave her like I think it was even before I gave her the rundown. Like we have documents in the file section, Shakeology Savings 2014, and I mean it clearly shows you that you saved $28 a month. Like why wouldn't you? Like it's kind of dumb not to. You know what I mean? Not that I say that to them, but even Rindy was like, no, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna be a coach. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited. She goes, oh, I already did the math. I know it's gonna save me money. I'm like that was it. And I was like, okay, sign up. Well, of course now she's killing it. But I just show them the black and white of it. I wonder what you're saying. I wonder what like verbiage you're using because I have found some words that don't bother me. Like people are like, I'm freaking out here. But I just basically say, here's the deal. You can save about $28-ish. A month by being a discount member. You can cancel anytime. It's no big deal. It's just a way that you can get it, for $2 shipping. They home direct it to you. So, you get the discount. And of course, if anyone ever wanted it, I could help them get it, through you. I just make it like a very, like, whatever. Or you can pay $30 extra or more a month than anyone else does, which, isn't smart. So I know that, if you decide to do this, you'll do what's best for you and your budget, which really means you're dumb if you don't. But I would maybe just consider other ways to, talk to people about that. I use the idea of a Sam's card or a Costco card a lot because it is similar. Some people, go to Sam's and they just buy stuff for their own house. Fine. But some people go to Sam's and they stock up on like M&Ms and Diet Cokes and Dr. Thunders because they're going to put them in their store to sell at an upcharge. That's a discount membership. You just choose what you want to do with it. Amber says she has a serious question, but I don't believe that at all.
Do you have tips about overcoming shyness in talking to people about the business?
You know, one of the best ways to overcome shyness is do everything via social media. The number 2 coach in the entire business that makes millions is one of the shyest people I've ever met. Her name is Janelle Summers. Like, she's better now, but like her and her husband like literally run from humans. Like their son, Tyler, like you want to talk to Tyler. Because Tyler, like, he's like not shy, but they're super, super shy. Mindy Winder, one of our other top coaches, is very, very, very shy. The best thing to do is just to talk to people via social media. I believe in that. And then once you get more confident, and by the way, confident comes from 2 things, experience and knowledge. So the knowledge of the product plus experience with you talking to people. And it doesn't mean like this. It can mean like this, that confidence will come, but you just have to use that activation energy and get over it. Because there's so many things that I don't want to do that we do. And the reason for that is we know it's eventually going to get us what we want. And I mean, believe you me, sometimes we're so tired and sometimes we just do not want to do certain things, or we'd rather do other things, or just, I'm scared, to do it. And I can't let that rule my life. I mean, we can't let that rule of life. We wouldn't get to be on this fantastic webinar if we had done that. So I say that out of love to you, Max, you cutie patootie. So you've got to sort of multiple times a day just do what you don't want to do in order to get what you want. So it's just a process, and with consistency, it'll get easier. I promise you.
Oh, Russell's got a serious question.
Very serious question.
How do I get a Gritty Fit shirt?
Might want to talk to him.
Let me know what size. That's how you get one.
Okay, everyone, we must now pay attention to Amber. She's getting irate. Ask your question, Amber, and it better not be Jeff. Crying wolf. Oh yeah, Rindy's great to talk to. All right, you have 5 seconds. Blanche, people.
Blanche people.
Like seriously, like 5 more minutes total. I don't want to keep you on any longer. 4 minutes. 3 minutes.
How do you keep coaches motivated?
They have to really motivate themselves. I mean, it's a great question, Sevilla, but you can't make anyone else do anything. And I've learned that through plenty of tears. I just don't understand why people wouldn't want this. You know what I mean? But you have to, okay, you're in charge of Amber. So Sevilla, the best thing to do is you have to keep in contact with them, and they have to be in some sort of system. Like you have to put them in the Coach Basic group. They need to get in that. You need to at least be having a monthly call with them or a weekly text with them. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? What can I do for you? Hey, what do you want? But the biggest thing with keeping people motivated is they have to email you and tell you their why. And it's got to be big and gnarly and hairy. It can't be, because I want a new car. It can't be like that. Or I want to spend $100 more at Target. It can't be that. Why do I talk high when I say something like that? Anyway, it has to be something down and dirty and gritty, and you have to hold them accountable to it. So if you're, like, let's say my family and getting out of debt, whatever. Say my family and getting out of debt is what I need and my why. So then when coaches are saying, well, I'm not motivated, I'm like, so, I mean, I will literally say, so your family and getting out of debt and that freedom isn't worth it. That's what you're telling me. And I don't care if I make them mad. I don't care. I'm not here to be best buddies. I'm not here to give pep talks. I'm here to motivate, to move, and to get you to your goals. And my version of motivation is just showing you your why again. I love giving incentives. Lean, I think that's fun. He loves it when I throw money out to all of you. Which, by the way, I still have girls in the diamond race. $300. It's on the table, y'all. $300 on the table for the next diamond, and are personally sponsored. But you have to stay in contact with them, and you have to let them know their why is bigger than their desire to sleep or watch a movie or to not do whatever it is they're going to do. And you just have to get to that point, Sevilla. You have been a diamond coach long enough. I know. And diamond coach, by the way, is fantastic, but I know that sometimes we can be diamond with 8 people. Sometimes we can be diamond with 100, But we have to figure out a way to help people. And then you have to also be okay with just removing your hands. I love all of our coaches, but I've bent over backwards and blood, sweat, and tears and midnight text and phone calls and voice memos out the wazoo. And sometimes people come back and they move and they're like, thank you so much. And other people come back and then like a month later, they're asking me the same thing. Or I need, for you to cheer me on. And while I loved being a cheerleader in high school, look at my wig. I'm a cheerleader of a whole different sorts now, because I want to just kick you in your booty and go, you are so worth it. So is your family, and so are your goals. Hope that helps you. Okay, I think Jeff Blanche should maybe not be allowed on these webinars anymore. Distraction.
He's gonna be banned.
He needs to be banned. We need honey.
I'm looking for something to write my notes on.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions before we go? Okay, Marvel. Jeff Amber told me 2 years ago, you like Turbo, you should try Shakeology. Oh, yeah, sure, told me. Awesome. Who has a serious question? I don't see anybody with a serious question. If someone just wrote a serious question, you're going to have to show me. Okay, I'm scrolling back. Haha, poor guy, he has a serious question. Are we talking about Jeff again?
Yeah, Jeff thinks he has a serious question. That's where you're...
Oh, Jeff, what a waste of our time here. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being on the webinar. We will have Savannah on again. I'm not real sure yet. We're working on that schedule. But I am almost positive over the next 2 weeks we will be having Miss Lauren Duke as our special guest. Lauren Duke was on the call today. Lauren Duke is the sweetest, cutest girl.
I think Jeff is crying.
I think that you need to have a gritty fit call with just a bunch of the dudes.
I think he has in his mind that it was actually serious. I think he's convinced himself.
Fine, dude call. Russell's calling out.
Dude
So
call.
Russell, Jeff, Seth,
Those are some dudes.
Abe,
Those are dudes. It's more dudes.
Daryl.
Another dude.
I don't know if you can handle Jeff Lance, though. That's the problem. Ooh, Russell said y'all even called the Wolf Pack.
Wolf Pack. Oh dear.
Savannah, no. You are a female. We're with the girls. You don't want to be with the dudes. They'll talk about nothing.
We talk about awesome stuff.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Good night, and have a great week. See you later. I gotta stop the madness right now. Stop the madness.
Cody's a dude. He can
Cody's
be
a
on.
dude.
He
Cody
can
will be on.
Wolfpack for life.
Seth, you don't want to be on the call?
Oh boy.
Good night, Jamie. Way to go, 100-pound loss.